Hello, everyone. Just getting myself organised a little bit. If you're here, say hi in the comments so I know you're there. Just trying to get Periscope to work. And then I will be with you. If you've got a moment, go and grab yourself a nice cup of tea. If you're British, that's not loading at all. Oh well. How are you all doing? Sorry I couldn't come on here yesterday. Yesterday was a really interesting day for me. I felt quite rotten. Belly and aching and everything, and I had no energy. My head was nearly falling off my body. It's like, and I just had to lie down. And then I just thinking, just get a good night's sleep. You do. When I get a good night's sleep, everything will be fine. When I get this, I'll be happy. All those things. And I didn't get that good night's sleep last night, but I'm feeling so much better today. So I don't know what it was. Hi, Katja. Hi, Karen. Hi, Laura. If anybody else is here, come and say hi in the comments. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? I'm in Cornwall, UK. Let me put my phone on silent a minute. And I've been studying the breath. I found it hilarious as well that I'm studying the breath. Something that we do all the time, and yet we don't study it. We don't learn about it. But that's what I've been doing the past. Thank you for sharing, Katja. Something we do all our lives. It's the most important thing we do. More important than food, more important than water, drinking, is our breath. And we don't study it. We don't learn about it. And I just thought that was fascinating. So, because of breath meditation, I've been studying the breath and doing a little mini course, putting together the script for the videos now for the Circle community. So that'll be ready when we open it up in January. And just fascinating. The breath is just so amazing. For a start, who knew? Where do you all think the carbon comes from when we breathe out? What do we breathe in? We breathe in oxygen and carbon and all the other things in the atmosphere. And then my little head flew in then. That like, whoa, what's that? And where do you think the extra carbon when we breathe out comes from? I'll give you a few seconds to answer. I had no idea. This completely blew me away. And then I was studying about holding our breath, how healthy that is for us, and different types of breathing and all. It's not because I'm going to teach all those things. I'm not. There's loads of books about those. There's loads of things. I've realized recently what I use in my meditations more than anything else. I know nearly every meditation person I would say, just focus on your breath. But I never realized how much my breath really does play a part in my calmness, in my happiness, in my staying healthy and such like. So, sunshine in Michigan. Laura says the food we eat. Cheryl's a good day, everyone. You're right, Laura. It's just, I had no idea from like the carbohydrates and things like that the food we eat, our lungs turns that food and puts it into the air and we breathe it out. Whoa, just completely mind blown that was. That just had no idea. I literally thought we like breathe in, say, 80% oxygen and 20% carbon. Well, 80% oxygen and 18% carbon and then 2% of all the other dust and skin particles or whatever it is, I don't know. And then we breathe out 70% oxygen and then we just breathe out, we just take some of the oxygen out of the atmosphere. So we're just leaving more carbon. No, we we're actually breathing out carbon that is coming from the food we eat. So if you want to lose weight, breathe more. And in a video that I shared on my Facebook, it literally said if you eat a hamburger, you got to breathe for 12 hours to 10 hours. If you eat a bar of chocolate for 4 hours, you got to breathe for. And I'm like, I'm up for that. Yo, an exercise that I can do. I can breathe. How amazing. And Michelle says the body is an efficient machine. It's freaking incredible, isn't it? How can, we are in charge of the most incredible machine that you could ever, just amazing. Plants take up so much carbon from the soil, and we plants. Yes, exactly. And then the plants, when they take up or the plants take up the carbon and the oxygen and all that from the soil, we then. No, I've got it the wrong way. You're right. I'm going to shut up. I was thinking plants too. It's just incredible, isn't it? It's incredible. They are. I thought it was just about breathing the atmosphere and all that, and it really isn't. The plants and the trees are really the opposite breath to us, but not just in the way of breath. Literally in the food we eat and what we put in the soil, what the nutrients we eat and everything. The vitamins we eat are like 7 grams of what we need in a day. That's like 2 almonds. That's all the vitamins we need for a single day. And elements are only about like 4 grams or 8 grams or something. All the rest is proteins and all that to replace our cells and stuff. Just absolutely, just completely mind blowing. If you haven't seen it, pop over to my Facebook page, and I'll share it actually on my Facebook page because at the moment it's on my private page. Hi Diane. Hi. I didn't say hi. I know I addressed you, Michelle, but I'm going to say hi now. Hi Sherry. Hi Annette. So how are you doing? How was your weekend? And I'm feeling just so much more alive today. That's why it's so incredibly important to take care of the soil. Yes. And what we plant in the soil and what we spray the crops and all with. This is why I'm so determined that the UK shouldn't lower its standards when it does a deal with America. Because you guys put all kinds of crap in your soil. Don't take it personally, you just do. We're quite strict in the EU. But we're leaving the EU now, and our farmers are going to be allowed to spray all kinds of chemicals that were banned. Mind blowing. We eat that stuff. So, yeah. Just wow. So I'm going to lose weight just by breathing. God, life gets more awesome by the day. So I thought today, instead of me telling you all we're going to do a meditation to go calm. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to lose a couple of ounces and we're going to sit here and breathe. No pesticides in my organic life. Exactly. That's what we need to aim for. I do quite a bit organic, but not everything. No, I don't. That's a lie, actually. I do a little bit organic. I'm not, if you open my fridge, it's not the best. And it could be better. So thank you for holding that up, Michelle. Regenerative agriculture is where we need to end up. Yeah, there's a huge thing in Cornwall about not ploughing the lands, doing it more naturally. And there's a wonderful thing the government is doing. And this is one bit I do agree with the government. My knee's hurting. Well, not my knee's hurting, but my head's hurting, so something's hurting. That's bad. Because I don't feel my knee, I could feel my knee pressing against the bar on the other side, and it was causing my head, and I was thinking, what was that? It was that. So one thing our government is doing, which I'm really pleased about, and that is it's going to pay the farmers to return some of their land to natural green areas with natural, I don't know the word for it, moss and peat bogs and all the other things, which will release a lot of oxygen and eat up a lot of the carbon. So plants love carbon, we don't. My hubby kills weeds with vinegar. Ideal. I like vinegar. Cheryl, 3 people liked my trees CV in the last week. You'll have to share what that is, Annette. I'm not sure what that is. Share it with us if you don't mind. Organic gardening is popular. I think organic gardening will be the normal in the future. I think organic gardening is not the answer. What time is it? We'll go another 3 minutes, then we'll do a meditation. I think it's part of the solution. I think we've got to stop doing trade deals with the other side of the world. If we can buy tomatoes locally, we should. We shouldn't buy tomatoes from New Zealand if we live in the UK. That kind of trading should be banned. If we can buy locally and it's of reasonable standard and quality and can be organic and all, we should buy locally. And when I mean locally, I don't literally mean your farm down the road, because sometimes that's not easy. But I do mean we should not have trade deals all over the world for the sake of, we want to open up to the world. We're living in a time now where we shouldn't be transferring goods all around the world. Most of the farms in Africa, this blew my mind when I read about this. Most of the farms in Africa are farmed by, or in some of the countries in Africa, in the continent, are farmed by younger adults and sometimes older teenagers, and they can barely afford to feed themselves, yet they're farming these farms that the produce from the farms is going to New Zealand and Australia and other countries to feed the animals that we eat. Just get your mind around that for a minute. If humans are not really quite terrible at organizing, that's just mind-blowing. 3 people were killed by falling trees in stuff. Oh, wow. We want out of season spoiled. I think you're right, yeah. Eat in season 2, yeah. I'm not against having extras, and in this day and age when electricity is becoming cheaper and all that, and more eco-friendly, I'm not against running greenhouses. I'm not against locally growing stuff that wouldn't normally grow natively in that area. I'm just against doing a deal with the other side of the world when we could have it locally. And because organic is great, but if you're eating organic in order to save the environment, but you're getting it from the other side of the world, you're better off eating the non-organic locally in a fucked up way. Sorry to swear, but it is. And certain foods don't need to be organic because they don't use pesticides. So I found that interesting. Bananas, for one. Organic bananas apparently are a bit of a myth. Locally sourced is the best. Yep. People need to realise that we don't get fresh tomatoes or corn all year round. Yeah. And a lot of it's cooled down so much that when they say it's not frozen, it hasn't been frozen. But it's so nearly zero that some of it is frozen, but it's nearly zero. And the tomatoes you get that have got like 4 days in the supermarket are already 6-7 weeks old because they've been almost frozen. So that's something to bear in mind as well. Right, the meditation today is we're going to sit and breathe. All that excitement, I'm just going to... So Should I play a video? No, let's just sit and do it. So take your time to settle into your posture, your seat. And we're going to breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. Because apparently breathing through the mouth is not great for us. And we're going to do the 4-4 breath. Just breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. So, when you're ready, breathe in 1, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just continue to breathe out and breathe in exactly the same amount. And bring your awareness to any pockets of tension you might have in your body. Maybe in your shoulders, maybe in your hips, and just on the in-breath, breathe in, calm, and on the out-breath, just relax them and allow them to soften. And what we're doing is we're moving our awareness to our body. Moving the awareness to the breath, to our muscles, to the joints and the bones, to where our bum's sitting in the seat, to the way our chest goes up as we breathe in, and it goes down as we breathe out. And nothing needs to be done with your breath. You don't have to do anything with it. Just allow it to happen and be aware of it. Your body knows how to breathe. And more pay attention to the little bits of the breath that you don't normally notice. Is it in your belly that you notice it more? Is it in the back of the throat, or maybe on the tip of your nose? Where do you notice your breath most? And just hold your attention on that. Breathing in calm. Breathing out relax. That is the way your mind becomes naturally calmer. We haven't tried to quieten the mind. We haven't tried to stop the thoughts. We're just breathing. We're just aware of our breath. And the mind seems to go, oh, okay, we'll just do that with you. Notice how your breath's getting slightly deeper and then longer on the out breath. And you can use that. You can noticeably breathe out longer. So you're breathing in right from the belly. And as you're breathing out, just hold it a little longer. And as you're breathing out, just before you get to the end of the out breath, just allow the body to relax. You notice the in breath is just the in breath, but the out breath is where everything happens. You know, when you're sat next to someone and they give you a hug, it's not the in breath, but it's the out breath of, that's good. The out breath is the letting go. The out breath is the understanding, the knowledge, the wisdom. The in breath is the preparation. The in breath is just a preparation for the out breath. And the out breath is more than just a relax, it's a complete letting go. It's a complete allowance and the faith that another breath will come along. And this amazing autonomic mechanism of breath happens all the time without us. And yet we can take over and join in whenever we want. If you find your mind wandering, just bring it back to your breath. The smile and thank you for the thought, thank you for the story. Or just breathing. This wonderful gift of each breath. This gift of taking and then letting go. Receiving and giving. Notice how peaceful this moment is. And you don't have to do anything with it. We don't have to do anything with this moment to make it peaceful or to make it anything else. It just is. Each breath is the perfect breath. Each inhale and each exhale. Notice how your body just tenses up a little bit, and we just got to let it go again. We've always just got to revisit and take ourselves back out of our heads again, and then when the body's relaxed, we can include the head and the thoughts again. And just for the next minute or so, enjoy your breath, each and every one. Don't miss one. Don't miss a single inhale or don't miss a single exhale. Be fully present with every breath. And I'll keep an eye on the time. Now we'll come back to the presence of this room and gently open your eyes and feel this calmness right now. And imagine what the rest of your day would be like approaching it from this serene, tranquil calmness that you've got any time. It's always here. It's yours for the enjoyment. It's yours for the taking. It's just we've got to slow down to become aware of it. Most of the time the brain's constantly in thought of something and the body's like, what's going on? Nothing's going on. So shake out your arms and take a deep breath for a little extra energy. Thank you. Hi, Katerina. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, I'm really on this journey of keeping meditation simple. Just breathe. It's the most amazing thing we have. You know, it's if you don't think breathing's amazing, hold your breath or have a terrible cold. And in this world of COVID, the breath is the most important thing. You know, so many times I've took a deep breath this year and coughed and gone, really? It's nice at times to just switch off and just breathe, yeah. Be in the moment, be calm and thankful. Thank you. Sometimes I imagine beautiful silver threads connecting me to all my houseplants. I love that. The threads carry oxygen to me and I send them back carbon. It really is. They are the second half of breath. Sadhguru, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce his name. I keep wanting to say Sadhguru, but it's not. It's Sadhguru. Yeah, he says, we think there's two halves of breath, the breathing in, the breathing out. It's not. That's one breath. The other, or that's one half of breath. The in and out is one half of breath. The other breath is the plants, the trees are doing the breath. My favorite type, calm and quiet. Well, you're going to enjoy the mini course that I bring out in January. So yeah, it's just using our breath to slow the flywheel of the mind down. It's not to go no thinking. I know Deb's just about switching off. It feels like it's switching off. It really does feel like the mind switches off. But if I talk now and I slow down my words, what's happening between those words? Just awareness. Awareness. So we're not switching the mind off, we're bringing the mind to awareness. If I ask you right now, Are you aware? Some of you say yes, some of you say maybe, don't know. Some of you say no. If I said to you, pick an object in front of you and look at that object, and I ask you, are you aware of that object? Like me, are you aware of the speaker? I go, yeah, I'm aware of it. I have to bring it into my awareness to be aware of it. But if I said to you, are you aware? You have to bring awareness into mind to answer the question, you're aware. And how does that, when you bring that awareness to mind, there's nothing else there but awareness. There's not a feeling, there's not a thought, there's not a fear, there's not a desire or anything else. There's just awareness. And that's what we do. So instead of switching the mind off, we're just bringing ourselves to awareness. Awareness, awareness. And that's why one of my teachers, Jumpo, says just listen. 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 It's like right now I can hear a helicopter. Just a helicopter. And then I jump to a story like, oh, I wonder if they're here to pick me up. I wonder if they're looking for someone. I wonder if someone's in danger. So we bring our awareness to something and then we jump into story. We jump into thought. We want to stop at the awareness. I can hear a sound. Taste tea. Aware of daily stresses, but switch off in meditation for a while. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think it helps with pain? Yes. A lot. Must go. Sam whining for his walk. Winning for his walk. See you tomorrow, Michelle. Yes, it can help with pain. I have a lot of pain in my shoulder. I have a lot of pain in my body in general, although I don't feel my body. That's one of the good things, I think. I think if I felt my body, I would be in agony all the time, sitting down all day. But if we got a painful shoulder or something that's hurting, what we can do is bring our awareness to the pain, but not awareness to the story of the pain. The problem is when we bring a pain to it, it's like, I hate my shoulder pain. It's really annoying. I need to get rid of it. I can't believe that person done that to me. I can't believe my doctor is not fixing it. I can't believe the tablets are not working. So we go into the story of the pain. Just be with the pain. It's hurting right now. How can I help you? And maybe just a subtle move. Maybe just a letting go. Maybe just imagine it softening. And suddenly the pain isn't bothering you as much because the pain's been heard. Because pain is just information. Pain is just, hey, I'm here. Something's wrong. Listen to me. It's like the 4-year-old that's hungry. I'm hungry. The baby that's crying. You know, the pain is like the baby crying in the way that the baby is just hungry or cold. And yet we like, well, you shouldn't be this, you shouldn't be cold, someone should be helping you, or why are you doing this? You were crying yesterday, I'm tired. So we jump into this whole triad of story and thought regarding it, regarding the pain, regarding the crying. No, it's just shoulder pain. That's it. It's just back pain. And then sit with it. Now, this isn't to say that it doesn't hurt. This isn't to say that it doesn't get to us. It isn't to say that it doesn't get us down. But there's something that softens about it. It just takes the edge off it. You're not going to get rid of it. You're not going to suddenly, there's back pain. Welcome you in. It's gone. No. No, I don't think that will happen. But when we soften, when we listen to it and relax it, we then let the information in that enables us to help it or relieve it or soften it. Does that make sense? Our thought patterns are so modern in the Western world. Our thought patterns are painkillers, relief. Why should we do this? Or I need to do that. I need an appointment. I need that. Whereas years ago, the relief was, what's happening? How do I just sit and relax? How do I allow the pain to be? And then the ancient language of the body that just comes up. Listen to your body. Your body is the greatest relationship you'll ever have. Although we know the body's us, although the body knows the mind's us, together it makes us, me, the identity of Stevie. The relationship between the mind and the body is almost, there's a dualism to it. The body's in good shape. I like it. The body's in bad shape. Damn body. The body's nice and slim. I like it. The body's sexually active. I love it. The body's tired. I hate it. The body's overweight and sluggish. I don't like it. The body's not tanned. I don't like it. The mind's overthinking. I hate it. The mind's quiet. I love it. So we have this duality of the body's either feeling good, looking good and brilliant, or it's bad and terrible. And the mind's the same. It's overthinking. It's bad. It's got wrong thoughts. It's thinking negatively. When really neither are good nor bad. They're just there and they're doing their thing. If I relate my body to a bad body because it's paralyzed, I'm going to be at war with it. And it's going to be at war with me. We just need to equal that pressure. Because that's what pain is. It's friction, it's pressure. You build resistance to meds for pain. We do, yeah. The more painkillers we take, the more we build them up. Thank you, Laura. Have a great day at work. My pleasure, Katerina. Yeah, we do. We build a resistance. And the resistance through fighting. Painkillers are fighting the pain. I'm not saying don't ever take painkillers. I do. I have a Lemsip if I'm feeling a bit rough. But I try to recognize what it does. And that's the thing. It's awareness of why we take the painkillers, what we're doing. So, if that makes sense. We can address the pain in one of the sections on the stillness community when I release it in January. So I've got a list of a few names that we're going to pop in and try it before January. But I will see you all tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you for being there. Thank you for your patience yesterday. Really appreciate it. Just checking whether I got a Healthy Streets meeting tomorrow. What day is it today? 15th? No, I think it's Thursday. Yes, National Geographic tomorrow. That's 1 o'clock. That's fine. So 2 o'clock tomorrow, I will be here. I won't see you Thursday unless I come on a little bit earlier or later, but I will let you know. If you're not part of the WhatsApp group, which is the best way of me updating, either in that or the IPA, but the IPA is not open at the moment. But the WhatsApp group, how do I get that up for you guys? I'll drop the link in after this live, because I don't know where it's to at the moment, and I can't reach the keyboard. My arms aren't long enough. Take care, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you.